Namaste. Today we begin a journey into one of the most profound texts of human wisdom, the Yoga Sutras of Maharishi Patanjali. Many people know yoga more as a physical practice, the postures or the pranayam and certain meditation techniques. But the Yoga Sutras, they reveal yoga is so much more than just the Hatha yoga as a practice. Yoga is a complete science of life, mind, consciousness, and spiritual awakening. Yoga Sutras, they were compiled by Maharishi Patanjali around 5,000 years ago in 195 sutras or the aphorisms. Patanjali presents this as a systematic path of understanding the human mind, overcoming our suffering, and cultivating inner peace, ultimately moving towards self-realization or knowing or experiencing our true nature, our Swa Astha. The word sutra means a thread. Just like the thread connects the pearls into a mala or the mala beads, each sutra is a concise statement that contains deep wisdom. These sutras are intentionally brief, requiring contemplation, study, practice to uncover or to realize the deep truth that is underlying or that is behind these sutras. Patanjali did not invent yoga. Yoga is far more older, of course, than the Yoga Sutras, as it is rooted in our Vedas, Upanishads, and so many other Sanatan Dharma texts or the scriptures. Patanjali's a great contribution was to organize or compile them in a very systematic, clear, and a scientific order that becomes very practical or easy to follow or practice. Yoga, Citta, Vṛtti, Nirodhaḥ. Yoga is stilling the fluctuations or the whirlpools of the mind, one of the most classical definition of yoga. Our minds are, typically constantly moving between the memories, our desires, our fears, worries, judgments, and endless thoughts. Because of these fluctuations, we often lose touch with our deeper self. Patanjali teaches us that when the mind becomes calm and clear, our true nature shines forth. The Yoga Sutras are divided into 4 chapters known as padas. Samadhi Pada, the first chapter, explains the nature and the goal of yoga and the various states of our concentration or consciousness as we evolve in our meditation. Sadhana Pada. It presents the practical method of yoga, including the Kriya Yoga and the 8 limbs of yoga, the Ashtanga Yoga, Ashtanga. Vibhuti Pada. This describes the deeper states of concentration and the superconscious abilities that may arise through our yogic journey or the advancing our sadhana, our practices. Kaivalya Pada, the 4th chapter, discusses all about the Kaivalya or the liberation, freedom from suffering, but also ultimate realization or self-realization from where we become free from the life cycle itself. Among the most important teachings of the Raja Yoga are known as Ashtanga Yoga, 8-limbed path. The Yama, the ethical virtues or the discipline. Niyama, the personal observances. Asana, steady posture. Then we have pranayam, regulation of life force using breath as a tool. Pratyahara, withdrawal of the senses from the objects of senses itself. Dharana, the concentration practice. Dhyana, meditation. Samadhi, absorption or a complete self-realization. These 8 limbs are not separate practices. They are interconnected aspects of complete spiritual path. And what makes Yoga Sutras timeless is that it addresses all the human challenges, the challenges we face, like stress, distraction, attachment, fear, suffering, and it gives us a direction on how to search meaning for the life. Whether we are living in ancient India or the modern world, The workings of the mind remain remarkably similar. Psychologically, culturally, we may be different, but these practices are applicable universally. As we study these sutras together, our aim is not merely intellectual understanding, but looking at how practice or application of the Yoga Sutras. The Yoga Sutras meant to be lived, they're not just to know the information. Each sutra offers a practical guidance for daily life, helping us cultivate clarity, discipline, compassion, or wisdom for the inner freedom. Over the coming sessions every day, I will be sharing a 5-minute lesson on each of the Yoga Sutras, and we will be looking at them as a practical tool or as a practice in everyday life. And may this study inspire us all to go beyond our mental and emotional world and access this state of Sat Chit Ananda, the absolute consciousness, absolute bliss in our everyday life. Looking forward to share this wisdom. Thank you for listening, and please like and subscribe or follow for receiving these regular lessons. Om Shanti 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 Om.